Welcome to part 2 of this tutorial showing you how to respond to the work of Denis Sheckler. And I have finished placing my planets and I've also merged the layers together. And so now I want to show you how to make them a bit more consistent with each other. So we're going to double click on the layer and we're going to go to inner shadow and we're going to just adjust the settings to get it so that they all have a similar shadow. Don't need the opacity up that much, I don't think, so I bring it back down. And obviously play with the settings until you're happy. Click OK, and now they all have the same shadow, so it makes them more consistent. Okay, now we're going to add another element to our piece. So we'll open up another image from the folder. And it'll be this waterfall, and we're going to cut out this waterfall and place it within our collage the usual way, polygonal lasso tool, and we're going to click all around the edges. The good thing about a waterfall is it's got these quite fuzzy edges anyway, so we're kind of masking off in that fuzzy kind of misty area rather than along the hard white edge. Just going to go around the bottom quite loosely. We're going to be chopping the bottom off really, kind of taking it off the edge of the page so it doesn't really matter. And all the way up, and then double click and then Control C and then Control V, and there it is. Okay, and we're going to edit, transform, and we're going to flip it horizontally so it's the right way, and we're going to place it so it looks like it's coming out of the bottom of the hole. This idea was inspired by Denis Sheckler, who you'll find has waterfalls coming from some of the holes in his models' faces in some of his pieces of work. Right, once we're happy with the placement, we need to make it look like it's actually coming out of the mouth. So I'm going to zoom right in, and I'm going to grab the smudge tool, and I'm just going to smudge this over so it looks like it's pouring out from the mouth. Okay. And once you're happy with that, go to the eraser tool and just rub out anywhere where you've gone over the face. Be careful here, obviously. And that will do. And now I want to add a little bit of shadow underneath the waterfall to make it look like it's coming out and over the chin, make it a bit more realistic. So I'm going to create a new layer, and I'm going to bring that layer below the waterfall, and then I'm going to get a colour, like a dark maroon purpley colour. Click OK, and I'm going to use the paintbrush just to paint that area underneath the chin. Then I'm going to go to filter, blur, and choose Gaussian blur, and I'm going to mess around with that until I get exactly the right amount of blur to make it look like it's shadow. Okay, and that's how to make a waterfall. Right, and that is the end of this second part of the tutorial. Look forward to seeing you in part 3.